All right, how's it hanging out there, everybody? It's Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles. Today, I got some stuff from my local Dollar General. There were two next to each other, so one of them I found some Paldea Evolved packs, and then I forgot to use my $5 off coupon, so I was like, it gives me an excuse to go to the one down the street then. And what they had in stock was basically just these Paradox Rift blister packs, which I've recently seen these at Walmart with their restocks, and I thought about picking them up, but I'm glad I waited until I saw them at Dollar General. And as I've said multiple times before, I always like to get each of these little promos for what they're worth, just to because I'm a hoarder, a collector. That's the word I meant. And then we have these little portfolio things here, which I'm not a huge fan of these just for the price, because you're paying at least an extra 20% just to get a little binder that I'm probably never going to use. But in this economy and not being able to find Pokemon packs the way we once could, you take what you can get. So, basically we're looking at $5 per unit here. It came to about 25 and some change after the old tax Saruni. So, let's start off with these two Paradox Rift packs. I had a buddy recently pull a Minun. So illustration or Plusle would be pretty nice to complete the collection there. All right, pack one. All right, here we go. Nothing, and nothing. All right. Much sad, much disappointed. But this is what we came here for, disappointment. That's my middle name, don't you know? All right, let's see if we get this promo out without me totally fucking it up. And there we go. All right. I mean, obviously not much. You have the border hollowing. That's typically what they do for the little promo guys that come in the packs like that, and you get your coin, your Pikachu coin. All right, other Paradox Rift pack. Can we rift a little bit better? That's what we're hoping for here. Cool. There we go. All right. We saw a rare in the back. But is there anything else? All right, I mean, two Pokemon Tool reverse hollows. I prefer, the reverse hollows at least being like a trainer card. Those typically seem to do better. Oh, Earthen Vessel. There we go. Now, this was actually, I found out, recently reprinted in Prismatic Evolutions. Not that it probably matters too much. So I think this is sitting at maybe about $3 a pop, whereas before, I mean, this was like a $5 uncommon. But still, I mean, $3-4 for a fucking uncommon trainer card or whatever. I mean, that basically justifies that pack in a way. Sadly, we didn't get like the reverse hollow Earthen Vessel. That would have been real cool. All right, Sinistea. Cool. All right. Well, we already ripped that Paradox. Let's see what's good with the old crown. Why don't we? All right. Well, we'll look at this little binder real quick. Just see what the deal is. If you haven't seen these guys before, and this stuff is just so prone for people stealing. I was actually surprised the Dollar General I got this from had the display out and about. But yeah, I mean, just a little binder, 2 cards per page kind of thing. I have a bunch of these. I've been thinking, like, some of the reverse hollows that I like, instead of putting them all in a binder, maybe just filling up some of these with some random reverse hollows that I get down with, Okay, pack one. Can we get an IR Squirtle again? I was able to get 2 back-to-back ages ago, and then I haven't had luck much with this set since then, really. All right, Electabuzz and Terrapagos EX for the double rare. Not one of the crazy double rares at the moment. I remember he was pushing like $10 plus for a minute there because he was a bit of a powerhouse. So yeah, you got 230 HP. He is a basic. Unified beatdown 30 times. If you go second, you can't use this attack during your first turn. This attack does 30 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. And this came out in the set with, what was it, Area Zero, I think is the stadium that lets you have 8 benched Pokemon. So, yeah, you can have, what, a total of 8 times 30 is 240 from, an attack that's only 2 colorless and it has that stipend that if you go second, you can't use it because, double colorless energy kind of thing. Would be a little unfair, but still, kind of an unfair card. Can be pretty good. What's that Crown Opal do? Let's see. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic, non-normal Pokemon. But obviously, the big one, you want the SIR Terrapagos, or even the Ultra Rare would have been nice, but we'll definitely settle with a double rare over just a regular rare. Absolutely. All right, pack 2 of the old Crown here. Can we get a hit? No, we can't. All right. Got our last chance, last opportunity. Ooh, reverse holo rare. Super cool. I don't care. I don't care. We're here for the big money. All right. All right, big money. Can we get there? No, we can't. All right. You can't win them all, boys and girls. It is what it is. Oh, look, another reverse holo rare. Ooh, okay. Well, thanks for joining me in How to Waste Your Money in 90 Days. It's Drew Peoples, People's Collectibles. And until next time, friends, bye now.